Hi everyone! In the previous episode, I painted silver metallic for the first time. It turned out pretty good. I even got the orange peel I was happy with, but the problem was that I didn't check the paint that the color mixer adjusted for me. At the very last moment, I decided not to do a spray out. And look what I ended up with. My color turned out without this bluish tint that it was supposed to have. So now the Fender that I spent time painting has to be repainted today. This time I already did a spray out. Look at the paint I got now. Here it is, with that so-called bluish tint. So you have to be careful with silver metallics. Of course, the color match still isn't perfect. Here, for example, is my panel and my spray out, if you look at it this way. But I would say that I still have a little more blue in mine, although there is some blue here too. I've already looked at it in the light and from different angles. It seems like if I blend it onto the adjacent panel, everything should turn out fine. So now I'm going to paint with this color, and later I'll blend it onto the door. But my main task right now is to repaint the Fender. It's not that difficult. For this, we need to sand the entire panel to a matte finish. You can do this with 500 grit sandpaper dry, or use 600 grit and do it wet. I already tried sanding the panel a little as an experiment. It should end up with a matte surface, but the most important thing is that it needs to be uniform. There shouldn't be any shiny spots like these. So I'm taking 600 grit abrasive, using water and slowly sanding this entire front surface with 600 grit and water. Then I'll repaint everything. I'll use a sanding block. It's not very hard, kind of soft. Next, I take this sanding block. You can also spray a little water over the Fender. And slowly I start sanding everything down. The only downside of all this sanding is that it's hard to tell where you've already sanded and where you haven't. So now I'm going to dry the Fender and check it. If there are any shiny spots, those areas need to be sanded a little more. In some places, I can still see some gloss. There's some left around the edges here, and a little bit here is still shiny. There's some gloss here too. Then, in a few places, I actually sanded through the paint. I went all the way down to the primer. Ideally, I should probably apply at least some epoxy primer to those spots. But I'll take a chance and try painting without priming them again. Hopefully, the base coat won't lift. I'll start with thin coats, so I won't apply too much material. I also sanded through a little bit on this corner. Now I'll spot sand the areas where I still have some gloss. Then I'll carefully degrease everything, and after that I'll apply the base coat and clear coat again. I also had some 800 grit abrasive on a soft sponge. I used this 800 grit to sand the hard-to-reach areas where I still had some gloss. This surface is ready. I removed the dust and degreased everything, the standard process. First a mist coat, then 2 wet coats, and finally an orientation coat from a greater distance at low pressure. Then 2 coats of clear. Alright, I repainted the fender. Unfortunately, I still ended up with a run. There's definitely one in this spot. I don't know, maybe there are more, but I turned the fender over. Now I'm waiting for everything to dry, and then I'll have to polish it. A day has passed since I repainted the fender. Overall, I think it turns out pretty good. I only have one run. I moved the fender into a horizontal position in time, but I think it will polish out without any problems later. Just a small run. But the most important thing is the color. If we take my sample now, well, you can see that basically I'm happy with the result. Yes, it might be just a little darker here, but the color difference that I had before is gone now. So I think that once I blend the fender into the door, there shouldn't be any noticeable difference in the shades.